Welcome to Mysterious Creatures with Forrest Galante. I'm your host Emma.
And I'm Aggie. Human-wildlife conflict zones are happening around the world, and some animal species are fighting back. Forrest Galante travels to the Zambezi River to find out why there are alligator attacks there. Galante and his team are scouring the globe to shed light on the myths and misconceptions of the world surrounding our planet's most mysterious creatures. They are going to the Cahora Bassa in Mozambique in the Zambezi Delta. Forrest was raised in Mozambique with his family, who had a safari business, but were forced out of the country after a revolution. He meets his childhood friend Remy, who called him to ask for his help with a man-eating crocodile. Villagers are being attacked and eaten by crocodiles. Remy tells him that 10 people have been attacked in the past month. Forrest Galante goes there to find out why this is happening. The people in the region depend on the river to survive, from a water source, food source and bathing. The river is 1,599 miles long, and is Africa's fourth longest river. The whole village moved off the river to inland for safety. Rennie says that Forrest was a crazy man as a child, and he used to catch crocodiles. For their safety, the villagers are now eating ambiva, a giant rat instead of fish. Forrest then meets with several men, who in the past years have been attacked by crocodiles.
One man said the crocodile that attacked him was 14 feet long. Crocodiles can learn people's routines in order to attack them. The villagers believe that the crocodiles are controlled by the black magic of a witch doctor, an elderly woman whom they believe controls the crocodiles and whom lives in the forest. If you cross her, she will set the crocodiles on you. It is estimated over 1,000 people get killed by crocodiles every year. Forrest ventures into the woods to talk to her to ask her to stop the killing. While walking to her elphaba, Forrest sees straw-colored fruit bats. They perform the largest migration in the world. Forrest decides to get a closer look and climbs up into the trees. Luckily, they weren't vampire bats. He gets to the witch's Hermione, where a man is playing a xylophone in anticipation of his arrival. The witch doctor greets him and pulls him into her house and says she's been waiting for him for a long time. He confronts her about her control over the crocodiles. She says the crocodiles are not bad, they do as she asks them to do. The problem is not with her crocodiles. She tells him that someone has to take care of the crocodiles to end it. She tells Forrest that he must see like the one that sees the most to find the crocodile. He must take a feather and put it on his eyes to see the one that is evil. If he doesn't do this, more people will die. He says thank you to her in Portuguese. Forrest believes that now he has to rid the community of the crocodiles and looks to find a vulture. He sees a flock of them surrounding a fresh lion-kill reedbuck, an African antelope. He takes the fresh safari kill and makes a trap to get a vulture feather. He puts on a camouflage suit and is buried under a pile of brush, next to the safari kill. Vultures have great eyesight and consume up to 70% of Africa's carrion, flesh unfit for food.
While hiding under the bush pile, the vultures come and eat the reedbuck. Forrest springs into action, leaping and pulling a feather from a white-back vulture, and rubs the feather across his eyes to fulfill the prophecy. He then goes to meet some fishermen to view their daily catch. He sees a tiny tiger fish, which should be 25 pounds, but overfishing is killing the river. Forrest thinks there may not be enough food for the crocodiles to survive, and this is the reason they are attacking humans. They begin their search at night. Forrest says he's concerned with the lack of crocs he is seeing. Their boat then gets knocked over, and the two are thrown into the water. They come ashore quickly. Remy thinks they were attacked by the killer crocodile. The next morning they make a reed blind on the beach. To be able to get the crocodile to go to them, and to be able to view it. They put a rhino carcass, as bait, on the beach, and an impala decoy to use as an additional enticement. Soon a 15-foot croc comes to examine the bait. After several hours the croc begins to eat the rhino carcass. Soon afterwards, 7 more crocodiles show up and wait until the big one finishes eating. Crocodiles are the fastest animal in the 10-yard dash in the world. Forrest wants to see how scared it is of humans and crawls to the water line. The croc takes off when Forrest gets too close to it. Remy says it is the one that is eating people. The two decide to create a crocodile trap. Once caught, the croc will be blessed by the witch doctor and Forrest will remove it so the people won't kill it and no more attacks will occur. They build a giant metal cage and bait it. They then hide it under bushes hoping the croc will enter into it. Crocs are smart and may not enter into it if they think they are being hunted. They go back to the village to where they witness a funeral where a hut is being burnt. A fisherman disappeared days prior and part of the funeral procession is to burn the deceased home. The next morning, they go to the trap and it was triggered with a 15-foot crocodile inside. Forrest puts a snare around his neck. After a little work, the crocodile is captured. However, they didn't tie up the legs. I don't know why. The croc tries to get back into the water. The croc is, again, subdued and Forrest shows how the death roll helps the crocodile eat. The crocodiles have the strongest bite force of any animal on the planet.
During a commercial break, Forrest shows the African water vine and shows how to harvest water from it. That is so cool. They then take the crocodile to the witch doctor. As they pass the village, the villagers cheer them on and give the men a hero's welcome. The witch doctor sends a disciple to perform the ceremony. During the ceremony, the croc tries to attack the villagers as soon as the witch doctor talks about it. Again, I ask, why weren't the legs tied? The croc is now powerless and will not kill another person. Forrest puts a GPS tracker on the croc to track it in the future. They take the ropes off the croc and allow it to go back into the river. In an update, the crocodile has not returned to the area and no one has been attacked since it was removed. Forrest Galante has made a video statement on his Facebook page and says the show will be put on hiatus until January. I'm looking forward to more of these shows. Again, I'm Emma and thank you for joining.
And I'm Aggie. As always, please like and share. God bless and I hope to see you next time.